Right, so welcome back to Nightingale's Metal Finishers and Restorers. We do car parts, a lot of car parts, but people don't realise what we actually do. So what we thought we'd do with this video is, customer's got a stainless steel exhaust, looking quite sad. We're going to actually prepare this. It's stainless, as I say. We're going to prepare it in dry walnut blasting. I've changed the media for this time round, but just to show you really how super fine this is, because we don't want to put any indentations on the substrate. This is a mixture of walnut glass and a very light oxide. It's almost talcum powder. Full change in the cabinet, the dry blast cabinet. So I'm going to put this in the dry blast cabinet. There's a nice plate on here. We can't see what it says yet, but I might be able to just do a bit of trick on that later on. So we'll put it into the blasting cabinet. We'll take it out of the blast cabinet, dry blast, and we'll put it into a wet vapor blast to get the sheen, hopefully. And then we'll put it to a spray booth and might just be able to flash this out for the gent just to make it look a bit more pleasing. So we'll move to the dry blaster. So the part's in, we're in the cabinet, and we'll blast this. We'll take it out, we'll show you the process as it comes out of the dry blaster before we put it into the vapor blaster. The idea of mixing glass and light oxide is it lights the part up for me, so I can also identify and see if there's anything on these pipes rather than a dull blast media finish. Thank you. So right, we've blasted these stainless steel exhaust, as I say, with a mixture of walnut, glass and ultra-fine oxide, fine as talcum powder. As you can see, the finish is perfect. Now at this stage, these would be fantastic for you to take back home if you want to paint them yourself. A good key, no substrate damage, and they look amazing already. As I said, it's a slightly higher finish because I've added a touch of glass to it, just so I can see and identify anything. It's just better, and they look nice as well. What we're going to do now, we'll move it into a vapor blaster, wet blasting, this is dry blasting, and we'll show the process of vapor blasting. On this particular vapor media at the moment, I've turned to quite an high shine glass, so we've changed the media again in that one because the projects we've got on today, we've got a lot of classic Japanese carburetors in as well, so that's the kind of bling finish they have. But for anyone on the car side, because this video will be going out to people on the car side, we also do Cerakoting, piston coating, valve stem coating, all specialist heat transfer coatings, professional cannons polishing, powder polish, and then ultrasonic stripping with sound banks to frequency banks to take it off in a chemical. So we do every process there is, so we're trying to promote more on the car side. We are getting more in now on manifolds, especially on the race side and special builds. So we'll move on to wet blaster. When we come out the next one, we'll turn it off after I've finished it, and then we'll go to what we're just going to do next and show the final result. Just again, we're closing up now the pores really in the metal by vapouring it, because they are stainless steel. So you know, the end result then is just a wash down in future, because this is, as we class as an open blast now. When we peen it, you're closing everything up and it does retain that finish if you didn't want to go for painting. But it does fool people, because the media I've got in now is, if I do a silver paint in ceramic, it actually looks as if we painted it and the final finish. So we'll move on to the wet blaster. We just want to get the close up of them pipes. So we're out the vapor blaster, aqua blaster, wet blasting. So I've done the dry media which I've shown you. and then we're taking it back to this lovely colour. It's all peen now, all closed up, and it looks like a brand new part. The only thing on the inspection, I know the customer's just having it blasted and he's not having it painted, but there's a bracket here with a bit of discoloration on it, so I think I'm going to get some Cerakote ceramic or ceramic paint in the gun. And there's this base plate here which has got a bit of a mockery, which always looks a little bit down, so I think I'm just going to mask these off and just flash a quick coating of ceramic coating over here in silver. And to be honest with you, I don't think you'll even see the difference in it. But just as a final thing, because it's something when you lift a bonnet up or you're building these specials or any car, it just makes it look more cosmetically pleasing. So I'll do that bracket in the spray plant, do the front, and then the only thing is now we've got the identification plate, which we can now see it, which is quite nice. I think I might just mask that off and just do that in a quick one colour, just so it stands out. Then I'll put it to one side as if I'd finished it, and then I'll kind of tell you what at the end what price this would be, because I keep asking, do I have to sell a lung or a kidney or whatever to fund these projects? It's not as bad as you think. You can bring it in, even if you're a trade mechanic and you're building a customer's car back up. It just cosmetically pleasing, but as I say, this is the final finish on glass vapor blasting through a process. We have 10 probably different types of medias for glass and dry blasting. It's not just a case of putting it in a wet blaster and producing because it's shiny. It's every different type of steel, or preparing for a specially ceramic coating, or painting yourself at home with an iTemp on, and final finish. But any project coming in, we can look at for you, and as I said at the end, we'll give you a price and a final look. Cheers. Okay, so we've got the exhaust system ready to spray booth. What we're going to do now is we're going to paint it with a ceramic coating. As I said, I'm just doing the header plate just to make it cosmetically pleasing. I've masked all the stainless steel off, which we've gone through the dry blasting and vapor blasting. Remember, it's not coated, but it's just a bracket and an header. I thought I'd do in a ceramic coating. Two things: it's brake fluid resistant, petrol resistant, 1200 centigrade, and it'll just finish this exhaust system off quick. Just for future reference, we do all the electrical barrier coatings, the micro strips for pistons, NEDs. We do the transfer grey, heat dispersant, also internal of race exhaust for air movement flow, not only for the outside but the internal for flow rates. So there's a lot of things we can do. So if you've got a project, bring it in and we'll have a look, even if it's in bits or whatever you just want to talk about it. So we'll get this bit painted, and then once we get it from here, I'll get it to a bench, put it under a light, show you what the costing is. Okay. Out the spray booth, we've painted this end flange just with a ceramic coating, just to protect it. You can see the finish now. I've also just flashed that little badge over for the customer in some Ferrari red. There's 135 colours in ceramic painting. Obviously this was done through the process you've seen, and look at the pictures before and after now. Main thing is I've just done that, it just seals it up to the head. And as I say, it's petrol resistant, brake fluid resistant, 1200 centigrade. Price. So for this price, what you've seen today, exactly up to here, you're looking at £80 plus VAT, start to finish, 24-hour turnaround. If you was going to have a full pipe done in Cerakote, we'd omit the last process of the aqua vapor blasting, because we don't blast ceramic coating onto glass media, it's back onto our dry blast media. These have all been in the oven previously, so everything would be gassed out as well and acetone. So if you was looking for this pipe done in 125 colours, of different colours, also you could have an internal ceramic if you wanted, you'd be looking at £150 plus VAT from start to finish, picking your own colour of your choice in a specialist ceramic coating. Hope that's helped you, and we'll do the next project. Thank you.